Good morning, beloveds. So my brother left at 5:45 this morning. So honestly, he's probably almost in Dallas. So I'm wishing him good open roads, smooth travels, and appropriate stops and good energy because he's got about a 10-hour drive, which is why I'm now back to my regularly appointed background. And honestly, it's kind of sad. I loved having my brother in. I missed him last year, and I'm grateful he decided to come. And actually, the driving apparently wasn't that bad. So, yeah, so we'll see. But it is Sunday, November 7th. Yes, it is November 7th. Our title is The Spirit of the Almighty Goes Before Me. And our quote is, "To those who are good, to me, I am good. To those who are not good, to me, I am good. And thus all get to be good." And that is the Tao Te Ching. I know that the power of good is an underlying principle of the universe, and that it is a manifestation of God. I know that God is all good. I know that good underlies all manifestation of thought and form because good is harmony, complete balance, period. Good is at the root of all the manifestation, regardless of its seeming absence. I know that this good is the basic principle of my existence. That which I am is good. It is vital. It is the vital living force that supports my every thought and deed when they are in harmony with it. The love of God fills my being, and my life reflects the divine harmony which eternally guides my footsteps aright. The divine intelligence inwardly inspires and instructs that I may have the right ideas and the right guidance to do the good that I would do in my life. Today, I uncover the perfection within me. In its fullness, I reveal the indwelling kingdom. I look out upon the world of my affairs, knowing that the spirit within me makes my way both immediate and easy. I know there is nothing in me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love, which good is. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that could throw a shadow over my perfection. Good flows through me to all. Good shines through my thoughts and actions. Good harmonizes my body so that it is revitalized and manifests perfection in every cell, in every organ, in every function. Good harmonizes my mind so that love sings joyously in my heart, and I am completely conscious of the all good in me, around me, and in all that is. I am in complete unity with my good. All right, I had a couple of thoughts about this one. The first one being that one of the core principles of science of mind is whatever we want for ourselves, we want for everyone. Another core principle of science of mind, according to this, now if you go read the core principles, it's gonna use the words a little different, but I'm pretty sure it'll be in there. Is that no matter how awful a person is, no matter how awful a situation is, good is there. Good is there. Which means that every person, no matter what they've done, is redeemable. Which can be a hard thing to wrap our mind around. Now, the other thing I will tell you is it is not your job to redeem everybody. Just in case, and I frequently say this, one of my issues, and it's my soapbox issue, one of my soapbox issues that I will get up on soapbox issues, because it is religious abuse, is when women are told to stay with men who mistreat them and abuse them because there's good in him. No. Yes, there is good in him, but it is not your job to find it. It is your job to take care of yourself, and it is his job to find it. What you can do in those situations is, from a safe space, is to go over here and know the good exists and know that he is a child of God. And because I'm going to be fair, same thing for men in relationships with women, when women are abusive. It's not your job to fix them. It's not your job to find the good. Okay? Because we hear way more about men abusing women, but it happens the other way too. I want to be clear about that. So what I'm trying to say is, absolutely every single person in existence, now or ever, had good in them. They are children of God. And our job is to know that. And to know that when we encounter them. And to know that when they behave badly. And then when we behave badly, to know the same about us. We are beloved children of God. And when we behave badly, we make amends and we realign with who we are. We know who we are. And people who love us know who we are when we're behaving badly, and that gives us the grace to step out of it. And Ernest makes that pretty clear in this one. He also, further down, he talks about uncovering the perfection within ourselves. And that, because one of the things that we struggle with kind of the most is knowing who we are. Or even, because we can be told that we're beloved children of God, but until we believe it, the after effect, the effect of believing that is sporadic. It's like we'll have those moments of faith and belief and things go really well, and then we forget. And so every day, the purpose of spiritual practice is to bring yourself in alignment, to bring yourself into belief, to bring yourself into the faith, to bring yourself into knowing who you are, into being good to yourself, because that is one of the ways that you are good to God. Another way of being good to God is to be good to everyone you meet, no matter what. It does not mean that when you meet people who are behaving badly, that you have to stay in their presence. It does not mean that you have to fix them, because that's their job. They have to fix themselves. But it does mean that you have to treat them kindly. It does mean you have to be compassionate. It does mean you have to be loving, even if you're doing it from over here. There was a meme that went around for a long time that said, if you meet someone without a smile, give them yours. Even when you meet those unpleasant and grumpy people, it's literally the least you can do is give them a smile. And that's enough. That's enough. You don't have to give them more than that. But that's how we get in alignment. That's how we discover our perfection. And it means that we have to do it in the mirror too. It means that we have to look in our own eyes and see God looking back at us. We have to recognize that we are a manifestation of good. And to say that out loud, I challenge you to say that out loud, to go and look in the mirror and say, I am a manifestation of good. And when you meet people, say it in your head, you are a manifestation of good. And see if that doesn't change the way the interaction goes. Especially if it's somebody that you encounter on a regular basis and it's not always pleasant. You're a manifestation of good. All right. So the Spirit of the Almighty goes before me, because the Spirit of the Almighty is always around you. Always around you. It merely awaits our recognition of it. So the quote, to those who are good, and to me is in parentheses, I am good. And to those who are not good, again, to me is in parentheses, I am good. And thus, in parentheses, all get to be good. And that's the Tao Te Ching. So we know that Ernest was inspired by writings from all over. And that's it. If you're good to me, I'm going to be good to you. If you're not good to me, I'm still going to be good to you. And that's what God is. Whether you're good or not, you're a manifestation of God. Whether you behave good or not, that's what I should say. Whether you behave good or not, you're still a manifestation of God. You are still good. It is up to you to recognize the goodness within yourself and bring it forth. And to know that for other people. To know that they're good. If they're behaving badly, though, you don't have to do it in their presence. I know that the power of good is an underlying principle of the universe, and that it is a manifestation of God. I know that God is all good. I know, which goes back to the thing that the only power in the universe is good. Evil isn't a power. Evil is a misuse of the power. I know that good underlies all manifestations of thought and form because good is harmony, complete balance. So good, and that's one of the things, that's where Reverend Jesse says, all things that are done in the world are someone trying to get their good. Evil is somebody trying to get their good and not doing it in alignment with the qualities of God. In the long run, everybody just wants to be loved. Some people have interesting ways of going about that. And it does not mean we have to subject ourselves to them, but it does mean we have to recognize that they're a beloved child of God, good, and know that they will find a better way. Good is at the root of all manifestation, regardless of its seeming absence. I know that this good is the basic principle of my existence. That which I am is good. All right, that's a statement. So go look that, when you're having a tough day, go look yourself in the mirror and say, I know that this good is the basic principle of my existence. That which I am is good. I know that this good is a basic principle of your existence. That which you are is good. It is the vital living force that supports my every thought and deed when they are in harmony with it. And that is the secret. And that's why we do spiritual practice. To be in harmony. Because when we are in harmony, everything flows better. The love of God fills my being, and my life reflects the divine harmony which eternally guides my footsteps aright. When we do things in love, we cannot do them wrong. We cannot do them wrong. Now, go back and look at the Eastern idea of love before you get all off onto, because honestly, the Western idea of love can get a little weird. Divine intelligence inwardly inspires and instructs that I may have the right ideas and the right guidance to do the good that I would do in my life. When I say do things in love, remember that the way we do that is it must benefit and harm none. And if it only benefits one person but harms none, it's still okay. If the more people it benefits, obviously, the better, but there's nothing wrong with benefiting yourself at all, as long as none are harmed. So that's where that line is, and that's where love is, because frequently we will take what we think are loving actions, and we will harm. So that's it must benefit. It cannot harm. Today, I uncover the perfection within me, the wholeness within me. That is about knowing the divine spark, That is about knowing the qualities and coming in alignment with it. It's about knowing the wholeness and the fullness of our being. The fullness of our being, the God idea of our being. In its fullness, I reveal the indwelling kingdom. I look out upon the world of my affairs, knowing that the Spirit within me makes my way both immediate and easy. When it's done in love, I know there is nothing in me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love. So there's a power statement. If you are walking into a situation and you do not know how you're going to handle it, there it is. I know that there is nothing within me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love, which good is. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that could allow a shadow over my perfection, allow a shadow over my wholeness. Meaning when I see those things coming up in my life, then I speak my word and I get in alignment with good. Good harmonizes my body so that it is revitalized and manifests perfection in every cell, in every organ, in every function. Good harmonizes my mind so that love sings joyously in my heart, and I am completely conscious of the all good in me. I know who I am. That's the goal we're looking for. You want to know who you are. You want to know that you are a beloved child of God. Because once you know that, anything else is possible. I am completely conscious of the all good in me, around me, and in all that is. I am in complete unity with my good. All right. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it? There's a lot in here. I thought I had it. Oh. No, I did that one. All right. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to know that good is at the root of all manifestations, regardless of its seeming absence. Which means our job is to look for the good. Our job is to look for the good no matter what. And the reason why is because when we focus on the good grows. We don't want to focus on the misuse. We don't want to focus on the bad. We don't want to focus on the appearance. We want to focus on the good. Even if we're doing it from a safe space, a safe distance. Focus on the good. Because when we focus on the good, it grows. And when we focus on the good, we naturally come into alignment with the good. And when we naturally come into alignment with the good, all of the fear, the lack, the limitations, all naturally fall away. All right, beloveds, I'm going to move into the process of my day, which means I will see you at 11 right here on Facebook Live or in person if you come. And it is a beautiful sunny day out there right now. Looks like it's going to be in the mid-70s where we are. So, go and take advantage of it. So whatever else you decide to do today, I do encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. That is one of the ways that we know the perfection. We know the good within ourselves. We know the fullness of our being. We get into alignment with God and who we are, is to do that loving, kind, compassionate thing on ourselves, to practice on ourselves, because practice makes permanent. Because we're endeavoring to create a permanent habit, a first response of kindness, of compassion, of love, to create a first response, to create a default response of love, of kindness, of compassion for ourselves. Because when we can do it for ourselves, we can do it for anybody. We can do it for anybody. So the best place to practice that is on yourself. And then go out and share it. All right, beloveds. I also encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, unless this is your day of rest. Sunday is my day of physical rest. I still engage my mind and my body, though. I got stuff to do. I do also encourage you to go get that face full of sun. Let it reset those hormones. And drink plenty of water. I didn't drink enough yesterday, so I'm going to make a little bit up this morning and then do that. And then whatever else you do, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven now. It is right here, right now, all around you. It is merely awaiting your recognition. So look for the good and praise it. Look for the good and praise it. Because the more good you look for, the more good you see. The more good you see, the more there is. It just naturally multiplies that way. All right, beloveds. It's Sunday. Join us on Facebook Live or in person if you're in the area for that service. Jesse's got a new theme, which probably means he has a new book, which is fantastic. He always picks really interesting books. So, and I'm going to go find out what Rita's talking about. Take care of yourself and know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. So have a great day, an amazing day, a fantastic day, a stunning day, an enchanting day, an amazing day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. But know that you're loved. Always. Because you are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased. That is our state of grace. All right, beloveds. I'll see you soon.